Hi everybody. Hi. So I'm back again. Nice to come here on this platform again. It's been so long I couldn't find time to do this, but fortunately I'm here today. We can always catch up from where we left. So I think I was been so busy like never before. So what was going on is that the last time we were talking, I was updating on planning my wedding, and thankfully, by God's grace, I'm here as a married woman. So I thank God for that, guys. And I thank everyone who was praying for me, who was asking me what's going on, what's keeping me so silent. But anyway, I'm here, and I'm here to give the update on the wedding. How did it go? And then I think I have to make some few videos, maybe, I don't know, more than 2 or 3 videos, like giving the details to those who want to plan their wedding and they are still staying abroad or whatsoever overseas, and they want to get married in Zimbabwe, like what I did. I'm here in Cape Agalas, but I went back home in July. That was June month, and to have my wedding there in Zimbabwe, Chitungwiza, and here am I'm back again as a married woman. So I thank God for that. So to start with, I went to Zimbabwe in June, by June month, and I only went to Zimbabwe when I was left with, I think, about 10 or 9 days to get married, and I went there to fix everything. So by the last time we were talking, I didn't find wedding dresses to be specifically for girls. For my girls, I only found suits and shoes for groomsmen and the boys, and then I only found the shoes for the girls. That's all what I have when I went to Zimbabwe, and I couldn't order the clothes online or do the process from here because some of my girls, most of the boys, they were in Zimbabwe. I only have one guy here, which is the groom's best man, and all of my girls, they were in Zimbabwe except my maid of honor. So we have to go to Zimbabwe, and in 9 days, I think, in 9 days, because we went to Zimbabwe, I think that was about 26 or 24, and the wedding was on the 9th. So we took some days on the road because we went there by bus. So when we went to Zimbabwe, we got there, and the first thing what we wanted to do was to go and find some rings. We didn't even have rings when we came from South Africa to Zimbabwe. Reason why we couldn't buy the rings from American Swiss or whatsoever here, because one, they are so expensive. Two, you can't just go and change and fix, and when you want to cut your ring to make it short, you have to pay. When you want to enlarge it, you have to pay. So that's the different thing from here to Zimbabwe. I think that's the video for another day, when we are going to talk about the cheaper way to do things while we are getting married in Zimbabwe, and how you can do it if you are staying abroad. That's I think the video for another day. So yeah, to Zimbabwe, and when we were in Zimbabwe, we started to find the rings, and then we started to find the places where we can get the dresses, because we couldn't have bridesmaids dresses. And I have a place that I know from online, so the place was stuck in my mind, like I'm going to go there and find dresses over there, and even my dress too. Remember, I bought a dress. I bought my wedding dress here while I was here, but I bought it overseas. But while I'm here, and then I've been wearing that dress for a whole year, and then unfortunately I got fat, as you can see. I have to post some photos of my before and my after. So the dress was size 32 when I bought it, and now I'm size 34, so it couldn't fit, like not at all. So I said I'm going to buy or I'm going to hire another dress while I'm in Zimbabwe. But then my friend insisted that I have to carry it anyway to Zimbabwe. So I did the thing. I carried my dress to Zimbabwe, even though it didn't fit. I have to post a photo when I was trying it, and it couldn't fit there at the back. You can see, and here in the arms. Anyway, so I have this mentality. I'm going to change my dress no matter what. I'm going to change it. So when I went to Zimbabwe, I go to that shop. I wanted to hire dresses for my bridesmaids, and we were in need of red color, but they couldn't have red, not at all. They couldn't have red at all. So we have to, all the wedding dresses that they have, I wouldn't like none of them. I thought mine was so special than whatever they were stocking. I don't know. So I have to go to another shop. There's this another shop where we went, and then we find some bridesmaid dresses, and they were so beautiful. Then we have to hire them, and then they have also nice wedding dresses, but I couldn't like them. I thought mine was way beautiful than whatever they have in this store, of course. So I have to ask them if they can fix my wedding dress, and I give them, and they have to charge me, of course, and they fix it. So I end up getting married using my original, yeah, that's what I can say, my original wedding dress that I've been always wanted, but last minute I couldn't want it anymore. So yeah, ever since we went to Zimbabwe, from day one that we were in Zimbabwe until the day of the wedding, we couldn't rest any day, not at all. The other day we went for rings. The other day we went for dress shopping and we couldn't find. The other day we went for dress shopping and then we find. And the other day we went there to fix some dresses for my bridesmaids, and they come 2 or 3 of them. So I have to be always there to see how they're going to fit their dresses and if they like it. So, and we also have to go to do some steps. We couldn't hire a dance group. We have to do it on our own. So we have to be there on practice. So we were practicing online, like always. Ever since we started planning the wedding, we started planning the wedding in, I can say, in January, yeah, December, January last year. So we planned our wedding, I think, for 6 or 7 months. Yeah, that's what we did. And yeah, the girls were so supportive and the boys were so supportive. We did the thing. We were practicing every day until we catch up, so we were able to dance. Yeah, like we have been practicing all over and all over again. So that's what we did, and we couldn't find time to go and see our cake. Luckily and fortunately, the person who was doing our cake is a closest relative of mine, so I know that she always did a good job and she's always perfect in whatever she does. So we couldn't find time to go and taste the cake, time to go and see our cake. And at first I said, okay, you have to cut our cake, like to make it into small pieces and then put it in some foil so that it may be nice and clean when people are taking it. There's still coronavirus, guys. There is still coronavirus. So yeah. And then she got married before me. She got married one Saturday before me. So what happened is that my mom went to the wedding because she's a relative also. And don't mind my face, guys. I just dehydrated my face, so it's so shiny. So we went to, my mom went for their wedding, and then she brought me a cake. I think she stole a cake, I don't know, because what happens when you're on wedding, you have to pick cake for yourself. But I don't know if she gave me a share or whatsoever, but she brought a cake. So when seeing that cake, it was so tiny, like this, like kanikniki. So when I saw that, I just took away and I said, now that I saw your cake, I don't like mine being cutted. So if you are going to cut it, you have to cut it while I'm sitting there. And she was like, okay, fine, you are such a troublemaker, whatever. Okay, I'll fix it for you. You can come, then we do the pieces that you like. But I couldn't find time, guys. I couldn't find time to go there and taste my cake and see my cake and whatsoever. So I have to see my cake on the day of my wedding. But I was so happy. It was nice and cute. It was so delicious. It was so tasty. It was a fruit cake, a matured fruit cake, because they make it, I think, 3 months before. So yeah, that was it, guys. And then yeah, we got married. But that's the greatest thing that I want to thank God for, that we finally got married. And yeah, but there's this thing that my pastor from this side told me that the other day. You know what, he was preaching in church, and then he said, if there is something that the devil fights in this world, is the marriage, because the marriage represents the coming of Jesus Christ. So if you are getting married, you are resembling the coming of Jesus Christ. That's why you see the bride wears white and whatsoever. We did it the traditional way. So it resembles the coming of Jesus Christ. And for that, on that note, I think I bet no one in this world get married and have perfect wedding planning or whatsoever. Of course, at the final day, the smile was over here. I have to post some photos, and you guys, you can see. Yeah, but I bet you, a day before the wedding, we thought of cancelling it. We were about to cancel it on a day before, like a night before, not even a day. That was the night before, because that was around 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, before the Friday before the 8th one. We were almost cancelling our wedding, but at the same time, the time we went to the pastor, who is our marriage officer, he also said the same thing. He was like, guys, marriage is something that is so sacred, and the devil knows that. So for that reason, you can't just relax, and sometimes you have to take it easy, because the devil is going to fight your marriage. He's going to fight process, not like our marriage is in right now. Of course the devil fight that, but I'm not talking about that, because we are still fine. But the devil fights the process of being a bride and a groom on the altar. The devil doesn't like that. So my friend was crying the night before and talking about that. So I was like, okay, why is it so? You are just planning to eat rice, to eat meat together with family and friends, but it seems like you are planning to kill somebody else while you are planning to eat together with people. That's the reason. But my marriage officer said, okay, if things go to waste, or if things get ugly, if you think that this marriage might not happen, what you have to do is that you just have to come, your groom, your friends, and get married. Only the 4 of you. You are the only ones needed. So when the drama started, I think I was so positive in mind that I'm going to get married tomorrow anyway. Either I'm going to get married in this on this venue, or I'm going to get married in my marriage officer's house, or whatsoever, or in the court. But I was going to get married anyway. That's what I was saying. Anyway, no matter the devil likes it or not, no matter whoever doesn't like it or not, or whatsoever, I'm going to get married anyway. So I have this positive mind that I'm going to do it anyway, and thank God we did it. So the funny part of it is that everybody who made anyone to cry a night before wedding and all the days before, on the wedding, they were all there, guys. They were all there, and they came in numbers, and they were so like ululating, whatsoever. My tirasha they were so excited, and everybody got food. We had nice food, good food, and everybody was smart. They gave presents whatsoever. They were spreading Mazambia and chichi, but those are the same people that was making us crying before. Those are the same people that was making us crying before. So guys, it's been, I don't know, it's been a long journey. That was a very, very long journey, but I thank God that we are here now and we can celebrate it. And now I'm being called Mrs. Machiriza by God's grace. It's not all the effort. It's not that I'm clever or whatsoever, but it's only by God's grace and by being straightforward, up-minded, shoulders up. I don't know, doing it the right way, like what God wants and what we wanted also. So we get the perfect wedding that we wanted. Of course, we couldn't call the perfect wedding people, but the wedding was so perfect on the day. I love it, or I loved it, everything. We were a little bit late to go to the wedding. You can see when I send my wedding video, you're going to see that. But anyway, we were so excited and happy. We were so excited and happy, and we enjoyed the whole process with my beautiful gown, with my beautiful people, my handsome groom, my friends and family. I was so happy, guys. So I think on the next video we are going to talk about the kind of people who cause drama. I think we have to talk about that, because you should expect drama from people, not strange people, not your enemies, but anyone else might cause drama on your wedding, and might be the closest people that we have. And yeah, I think that's what we have to talk about next, to talk about the things that we wanted to happen in our mind against what happened, and what we appreciated on the things that also didn't happen, and the things that happened also. So we are going to talk about that also on the next video. And then we have to discuss, I think we have to give some tips on where we find, where you can find the cheap things in Zimbabwe. I think I can't say cheap things, because the wedding in Zimbabwe is so expensive. I think Zimbabwe is one of the most country with expensive sex providers. That's Zimbabwe. But I think I'm going to tip on where I find some interesting stuff and where I get most of my stuff in Zimbabwe that I couldn't bring from here, because here I only brought, I think, some few stuff, some sauces and so forth, the little stuff, not most of the big stuff that we used to at the wedding here. So I think I have to share on that, how to do it and where to get it also. But for now, guys, that's how the whole process went until I'm back. The other thing that delays me is that we went to some places else after the wedding, some places else to do the traditional chirora kumusha. We went there kumusha to do the thing of welcoming Makote to home. But that was only for one day, and we were so tired. We came home, relaxed. We have to go to Gweru also, and then we have to go and stay to my father-in-law's house that is in Marondera. And then I went to Shitungwiza to apply for my passport, the e-passport, because I lost my passport some time ago, and fortunately I applied for a passport that was supposed to take 2 weeks, and it only took 1 day. So I thank God for that, and I got my passport here with me. That's how it went. And then we came back again. I'm here at work. I'm still staying like a single person because of the circumstances, but anyway, my husband is in Cape Town and I'm here in Cape Agalas, and we are coping very well. We are managing. I still have my door here, my teddy bear. We are doing good. Home alone at home. And then I have to celebrate my birthday, my brother's birthday. That was on the 11th, and we celebrated it yesterday. Today is the 13th, the 12th, so we celebrated it yesterday. So how it goes, that's how it went, guys, for my whole journey to being married, the whole process whatsoever. And I'm thankfully for my friends. I got two friends from church, one elder from church, and the husband. And yeah, my husband's best friend, they were so supportive. They came from here to Zimbabwe with their own money. I couldn't give them any cent. They use whatever they have. So I'm very thankful to have such kind of friends. I'm so thankful, and I don't know how can I repay them, but I know my God is going to repay them. So yeah, that is it, guys, for today's video, and I have to come again maybe next week with another video telling you about the unexpected that I see in the whole process, the beginning of planning to the end until the wedding day. What I expected against what I received. But on a big note, guys, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful with the whole process. I thank God for the whole process. And to anyone who is planning their wedding, what I can say is that wedding is sacred, and the devil is going to fight it anyhow, no matter how you do it. You know, when we started planning our wedding until now, until before the wedding, like before the wedding day, I was so thin back then, but when I started the process, I started being fit. I don't know, maybe that was stress that was driving me to it or whatsoever, I don't know, but I couldn't stress so much. As for myself, I couldn't stress so much because I said, enough with the drama. But the people who were around me, especially my best friend, was stressed a lot, and they were crying on my behalf, and I couldn't cry. So I want to thank God for that I managed the situation very well. Like now, as I'm thinking, I could be like, why couldn't I react this way when people did this? Why couldn't I react this way? But thankfully, I reacted so well to the whole situation, to the whole process, until we are back here. So love you guys. Hope you are doing well. Please like this video if you find it interesting, and if you have to see me back again, you can just like this video, and thank you. Yeah, I think that's it for today's video, guys. Love you, and see you on the next video. Bye.